Hello, friends. I'm Jim Mazziotti, and welcome to Senior to Seniors and my Homes Real Estate podcast show. If you've followed me for a while, you know that this show is all about helping you navigate the real world issues that touch your home, your family, and your future, especially right here in Texas. Now, there's something big on the horizon that deserves our attention, even though it's not getting nearly enough airtime. This November, Texans will vote on 17 proposed amendments to the state constitution, and several of them could directly affect homeowners, seniors, investors, and families across the great state of Texas. So today I want to walk you through what's on the ballot, what it means for you, and why your vote matters more than ever. Today we will review the Texas ballot measure in 3 segments. So we'll talk about segment 1, why this election matters. Most people don't realize that constitutional amendment elections in Texas often draw very, very low turnout. In 2023, only about 14% of registered voters showed up. That means a tiny fraction of Texans decided how billions in taxes and property policy were shaped. This year's propositions cover everything from property tax relief to inheritance rules, to disaster recovery aid. And if you own a home, rent, or plan to buy in the coming years, this directly impacts your wallet and your quality of life. So let's simplify it. Here are the key amendments you should know about, especially from a real estate perspective. Segment 2, the amendments that matter most. First up, Proposition 2, the No Capital Gains Tax Amendment. This would permanently prohibit the state from ever imposing a tax on profits from selling your home or other assets. Now, we know that Texas doesn't have a state tax, an income tax, and this locks that protection in place. Great news for homeowners and investors alike. Next, Proposition 8, no state inheritance or estate tax. This ensures your family won't face a state-level tax when property or wealth is passed down. For many of us, especially those who've spent a lifetime building a home and a legacy, well, this one's personal. It keeps more of your investment in your family's hands, not in government coffers. Now, Proposition 13, increasing the general homestead exemption. This measure raises the school district homestead exemption from $100,000 to $140,000. That means a lower taxable value on your home and potentially hundreds of dollars in annual savings for you. It's broad-based relief for homeowners, especially helpful as property values continue to climb. Proposition 11 is another important one. It focuses on our senior and disabled homeowners. This one's pretty close to my heart. It increases the school district exemption for those 65 or older or disabled from $100,000 to $60,000. For seniors living on fixed incomes, this can make a real difference in staying comfortable and secure in your home. For my friends in Del Webb at Trinity Falls and 55 plus communities, this one is one to watch closely. Proposition 10 addresses something we all pray never happens: losing a home to fire or disaster. This would temporarily waive property taxes on homes that become uninhabitable for at least 30 days. It's a compassionate and fair measure, relief at a time when people need it most. Proposition 7 expands property tax exemptions to surviving spouses of military service members who died in the line of duty. It's a small but powerful way to honor and support the families who've given so much. And for those running small businesses or managing investment properties, Proposition 9 increases the exemption on business equipment from $2,500 to $125,000. That's a major win for entrepreneurs, builders, and investors, helping reduce operational cost. Segment 3. So, what does all this mean? Taken together, these amendments protect home ownership, reward long-term investment, and make it just a little easier to hold on to what you've worked so hard for. They also reinforce what makes Texas unique, a state deeply committed to keeping taxes low and property rights strong. But remember, with every exemption and cut, there's a balancing act. Less revenue for schools and cities means adjustments will come somewhere else. That's why it's so important to stay informed, not just vote yes or no, but to truly understand the impact. I hope this advice helps you, and please be sure to vote in November. I'm Jim Mazziotti of Exit Realty and of the Senior to Seniors podcast show. Have a great day.